Charlie Kirk goes silent as a student recounts a harrowing story where he was attacked by a leftist university instructor simply for the crime of supporting Donald Trump. And we're talking about a brutal assault here. All right. It was ugly and it was gross. Folks, it is bad. And if you haven't heard about this, it's because the fake news media is refusing to cover it. Surprise, surprise, huh? With all that being said, we're going to get right into the video. But first, do me a big favor here. Like our video and share it around so we can keep bringing you all this great, hard-hitting content. And as always, Patriots, I am your host, Darian, and this is Resist the Mainstream.
Hello, Charlie. Hello, Charlie. How are you doing today? Good? Okay, so mine's just, I think it's a little dumb question, but I feel like you know more about this than I do, but I think it's a really important question. My question is basically, you know how the country is divided basically into Republican and Democrat, right? And we've kind of became really divided, like, you know, with all of the people right here, you get to hear like a really big protest going on right over there.
Our crowd's bigger, but that's...
Yeah, but, yeah. Why do you think we have become so divided as a country?
Yeah, it's not actually a stupid question. I mean, part of it is... I mean, look, it's going to sound like overly simple, but I do want to ask a question to prove my point. The side that believes in freedom of speech is the side that I believe is on the right side of history.
Yeah.
Has there been an instance, guys, where a liberal has had an open mic on campus where conservative kids can ask questions and you guys feel respected? How many of you kids here on campus, raise your hand, do you feel as if you're graded down if you come out as a Trump supporter or conservative? This is the why we're so divided. Look around. And I hope the professor is still here to look at this. It is not because of conservatives. We seek to heal this country. I'm trying to find common ground. We're trying to look at each other as fellow citizens. Conservatives on campus are treated terribly.
They absolutely are. All right. I was a student at Arizona State University not that long ago, and it was during the, how do I put this without getting the overlords to come crush me? During the COVID-19 crisis outbreak, we'll call it. All right. I actually took a year off because it was so bad. I couldn't take it anymore. I was sick of online class, all that. I thought I'll go back when it's back to normal. Ha! Wasn't I in for something? When I finally came back after taking off over a year of school, guess what? They were doing mask mandates at school. And I said, I refuse. I will not do it. I'm not joking when I say I was virtually one of the only people on the Arizona State University campus to not be wearing that stupid face diaper while there at school. And suffer for it, I most certainly did. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I had students looking at me. I could just see the hate in their eyes. They're just like, you know, they're sitting there like, they were just furious, frothing at the mouth. They couldn't believe what I was doing. And then here's what's funny about that. I would see these same fools go to the campus pub nights after that with their masks off. All right, so they'd go to the bar, the pub, whatever, take the mask off, it's all good. Then in class, something was a big deal because a bunch of idiots told them to do it. It was crazy. I even had a student once, you know, I promise I'm almost done rambling here, but he actually said, hey man, you know, we've been talking about you to me when I was in class once. You got to be wearing the mask. It's not okay. I have asthma. This is so dangerous. The same fool went to the bar, by the way, took off his mask to drink. Really? And I wouldn't do it. And I got a lot of scrutiny for it. I was labeled as the pariah on campus, the conservative, you know, because I wanted to breathe fresh air. Whew, the horror. Imagine that.
Just the other day, by the way, is that student here, the student that got punched in the face? Where is he? Come on up here. This kid's amazing. What's your name again?
Jay.
So this is Jay. He has a gift for me. That's fine. So Jay got punched in the face by a professor here at Washington State University because he was wearing a MAGA hat. Jay, am I telling the story correctly? Come on, come here. Okay, I'll open the... Do you want me to open the gift now? Okay. Come on up here, Jay. So Jay, I don't want to put you on the spot. So you got punched in the face. You got punched in the face by a professor here. What happened?
Well, basically, so what happened, everyone, was I was walking to Valhalla to get my food exchanged, and PhD student Patrick Mahoney, as well as his accomplice, Gerald Hoff, did not like the hat I was wearing, all right? Or Patrick, whatever. And when my head was down, remember, I made zero eye contact with him. He saw my hat. He ripped the hat off my head, crumbled it I had to go confront him and say, what are you doing, dude? Because he had the hat on it. Then he told me to go get it. I'm sorry. Then after that, of course, he leaned towards me. So like you see, I had to go throw my food at his face. And then no, he did, because I thought he was about to throw a punch. What happened to him? What happened next? He charged at me. I had to stand, my ground. And then also Gerald Hoff also came at me too. Gerald grabbed my leg. I was falling down. Patrick grabbed my chest, slammed it on the road pavement. Then he grabbed my head and also slammed it on the road pavement as hell. And when he did that, I remember.
Fear not. There is a happy ending. Roll the clip of Patrick Mahoney, that leftist bag, being placed under arrest.
But for the thing, I grabbed his hat, threw it, and I said go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you're wearing that hat. You want it to. You want someone to look at it, right? I didn't hit him. Body check him, anything like that. Took the hat, threw it, right? I was like, that's gonna be the end of it. He's gonna pick up his hat. He's been gone, right?
No, I'm just wanting to clarify, because I talked with somebody that was very certain food got pushed up into the guy wearing a Trump hat's face.
I think I'm being completely honest with you guys.
Okay.
I'm telling you exactly. I started it by throwing the guy's hat.
Okay.
I did not touch his food. I did not do anything like that. Right? The idea was, and I think both of us, right? I don't think he was thinking of it, right? Gerald was probably, I don't even know what it was.
Isn't that glorious? If you want to watch the rest of that clip, you can. It is public record. It is long. I'll give you a warning. It's about 30 minutes, but it's kind of hilarious. But there are a lot of right? And F-bombs being dropped, okay? The dude doesn't exactly speak English, at least not coherently. So you've been warned. Fair warning, it will make your brain rot. And also how people like this are getting hired and funded by the American taxpayer to teach our nation's children. What is going on? Guys, it is nasty. It's so bad.
Remember, oh my goodness, no. So on far left, Reddit and also Discord, crush the heads of your opposition, crush the heads of your fascist when he did that.
And this was a professor, right?
Yeah, he was teaching 103.
Teaching 103. So, by the way, God bless you, man. Thank you so much. That was really great. Thank you. This is why we're divided. I hate to put it that way, but if a conservative professor would have hunted down a Kamala Harris wearing student, it would have been a hate crime and the #1 news story in the country.
Facts.
Now we could barely get attention for a young man who was punched by a professor here at Washington State University. They're the ones dividing the country. We're the ones trying to heal it.
It's so true, and I'm so sick of this gaslighting from the left where they say, political violence, that comes from both sides, or it's mostly from the right. Lies, lies, and lies. And whenever there is a rare instance of political violence from somebody on the right, which almost never happens, I can't even recall that many examples right now, but when it does happen, right-wingers are the first ones to condemn it. Hell, they'll even condemn people for things they shouldn't condemn before, like, oh my God, he was racist. So dumb, all right? Never apologize for accusations or charges of racism. All right, it's just stupid. When leftists do that, it's not because they have any good intentions or because they want to make everybody happy and get along and all that kind of lovey-dovey BS they all talk about. All right, it's to attack you. Do not fall for it. Never apologize. With all that being said, Patriots, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. As always, be sure to comment. Let us know what you like about the clip, what kind of stuff you want to see in the future, and hit that subscribe button. And that way, we'll be sure to see you again soon. God bless.